What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Forgo. And this is a pretty exciting day because we just reached our milestone of 18,000 subscribers. And I just want to say thank you to all of the love and support from all of you, man. Thank you guys so much, man. What an awesome community. And I do have something planned to kind of give back to all of you in the future. We'll dive into that in another video. But again, guys, thank you so much. Now let's talk about the video at hand, which is BS Orochi and BS Rugal. Now, we all know that these two characters are actually going to be getting what's called a change of kit, and which means they're going to be able to go to Awaken level 70, and they're going to get evidently some kind of extra special skill that's going to make them even more OP, right? We don't know if they're going to add extra imprint stones or anything like that. Hopefully not. I mean, I have no idea, but it's definitely going to be a major form of power creep. And the thing is, you know, we got characters like 97 Orochi here, right? And 98 Omega Rugal, right? I mean, and these guys are, you know, the quintessential bosses of KOF, right? You know, this is the original first OG boss of KOF, right? And this is the OG god of KOF, right? So we expect a lot for these characters. Now, 97 Orochi is actually very, very underrated. This is actually a very good character, very, very strong, right? Especially with his cores, with his heals. I mean, the heal on this guy is nuts. He's actually an amazing autoplay character, especially in Epic Quest. Even though he doesn't have a shield, the fact that he does have the heal is just nuts, guys. I mean, recovering that much heal when your power is 41% or more, so he's got to get all the way down to 41% before he doesn't get that heal, is massive, guys. It's awesome for this character, you know. And then when they gave him his rework, they gave him all the extra burn damage, the attack buffs. I mean, it just made him way better. They made his ignore guard a whole lot better on his skill, because I believe it originally, whenever he first came out, he would do this second skill, and only if you were up close to him would it actually ignore your guard. And now from a distance or up close, it will still ignore your guard, which is actually pretty awesome for PvP. He's just a way better character. Plus, they have the 50% chance to reset his hyper armor. He's a really solid character. I actually love Orochi, and whenever I actually pull for him, if you go back and look at my old videos of this guy, I was super excited when I got him. And yeah, he was pretty much a monster, but he didn't last very long, right? And then when he got his rework, still in KOF Original Week, he's still very strong. And I have some good news for all of you Orochi fans, but let's talk about Rugal a little bit. Now, Rugal, I believe, I can't remember if he did or not. I think he did get, yeah, he did get a rework at one time. I can't exactly remember what they did for him, to be honest. It was so long ago. But he is a fairly strong character, but honestly, he's way outdated. This character isn't very good anymore. And the thing that always hurt this character, especially in like the PvE game modes, like Immortal Dungeons, is the fact that, you know, his default finisher, he does a grab, right? And it just gets canceled immediately, and it sucks. Right? I mean, it says strike skill here, but it gets interrupted immediately, which sucks, right? You just don't go through it. So you have to rely on using his PG. Now, luckily, just like 97 Orochi, you can use the 3PG from the BS version of this character, which is pretty cool, right? And that actually made this version of Rugal really good. He's actually got something in common with Orochi, whereas he does have a heal, but he gets heals whenever he's doing his skills, right? That's the thing about this character, right? And something that always made him really solid in PvP is that, you know, whenever he does his skill and he gets, I mean, 20% recovery of HP immediately is pretty awesome. This isn't when he does a skill, but he gains 3% of HP upon landing an active skill, right? And that is OP in PvP, especially if you have a Akane set on him, right? He'd have that Akane set on him, then he would get that immunity, if he'd be almost down to nothing and he'd almost die. And then when you use your skill and actually land it, you would heal a little bit. It actually was pretty awesome back in the day. I know a lot of players, Takami, shout out to you, that would actually use this method a lot back in the old days of PvP. But unfortunately, Rugal is pretty outshined. You know, he just isn't very fast, kind of like slow animations. It's hard. Only super skilled players can really play well with this character to catch people off guard, to catch them when they're coming out of their roles, or right before they're going into their roles, or right before they're going into their teleportations. Is he actually that relevant in PvP? But I got some good news again, guys, for you as far as 98 Omega Rugal and 97 Orochi. And I actually got a little tidbit of information from one of my friends in Discord. Shout out to Leo. He's a pretty trusted friend of mine. And he actually showed me a little something from the Korean forums, which is this right here. Now, if you read this, guys, it says Kachabako Fest Rarity, I probably mispronounced that, probably butchered the hell out of it, of the same fighter will also be subject to the change of system, right? Example, now it's just example, guys. BS Orochi and BS Omega Rugal, we know they're getting the change of kit, are subject to change up at the same time. 97 Orochi and 98 Omega Rugal are also subject to the change up. What? So, it is very possible that in the next update, which isn't far from now at all, we should be getting some information very soon. If not today, hopefully tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day of the check-in log and event for our rubies. So we should have some information hopefully by tomorrow. I would really like it if they would do it today, but you know, I'll probably be at work, guys, by the time any information comes out, because that's just kind of the way Netmarble does it. By the time they send out a dev note or any kind of information, I'm already at work, so I'll probably be reporting you to late about whatever information they give us today or tomorrow. But this is actually pretty exciting because it will really make our old characters like Orochi here and Rugal better. And a lot of us has been playing this game for a lot of time. A lot of us veterans, you know, we might have an extra memory lying around. I already have Rugal at level 50, right? And I already got one memory for him. And the other thing about this is it actually makes the United Banner even more relevant, not just for Rugal and Orochi, but also for other characters. Think about it, guys. If they give a change of kit to Rock Howard, right? Look at this. I got 4 memories for this guy, right? You need 3 memories to do the change of kit, right? It makes the United Banner more relevant. And that's phenomenal, guys. That is awesome. And I mean, it's not going to make, look, compared to BS and SS characters, these old Fest characters are never going to compare to them. They're never going to be as strong. But still, it will make the regular Fest characters better for you if you can do the change of kits, and actually if they're your favorite characters. Like for me, 98 Omega is my boy, right? So I still would want to level this guy up. I would still want to do a change of kit for him, even if he isn't the strongest characters, because as I always say in a lot of these videos, games are all about having fun. And the only way you can really have fun is to either, you know, chase the meta if that's what you're into, or build your favorite characters, which, you know, is something else that you should do if that's what you want to do, right? You should be focusing on that. Even if they're not the strongest character, who cares? But knowing that they get a change of kit, knowing that the United Banner can actually be more relevant, I can actually come in the United Banner and be like, okay, I got 1 memory for Rugal right now. I need 2 more memories, right? So when I go to the pity system here, I can actually select my pickup. I can go to red here, and I can take, you know, one of these characters out, and I can, well, I'm sorry, actually, let me put someone back in there. Let's just put Mukai in there real quick. Let's go to the red, right? I can take out a red, and then I can put in Rugal, right? And I can get, you know, have a higher chance of getting a memory for this character, which is awesome, guys. And you get your free summons. We get a lot of these free summons. You don't have to really spend your rubies unless you really want to, but I would never advise that. You should always save your rubies for BSSS banners, or obviously the upcoming collaboration would actually be a good idea, especially since it's Street Fighter. Those characters are going to be OP, and we all know it. But this is amazing. So I'm actually really, really happy to see this news about the change of kit. Now, you know, with BS and SS characters, I wasn't as happy, and I'm still not. I'm still kind of reserved on it, because getting BS and SS memories is actually very, very difficult. But getting memories for these characters, right? Because you can get memories for these characters from the United Banner. You can get memories for them from these tickets right here. If you're saving these things, all these things you acquire for free. So to me, it's kind of a win-win. So I'm actually loving that. So let me know what y'all think about the change of kits for Omega Rugal and 97 Orochi, and how y'all feeling about it. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.